Hi, this is Barney with Russell Real Estate and the Casey team, and today I wanted to talk about house hacking. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term house hacking, basically what it is or what it refers to is when you buy a primary residence that you intend to live in and you rent out the other bedrooms if it's a single family property or the other units if it's a multifamily property like a duplex, triplex, or quad. So there are two main benefits to house hacking. The first one is that if you're purchasing a property that has 1 to 4 units, you can actually use a residential loan to purchase that property. So you don't have to go with a commercial loan if you wanted to buy an apartment complex, for example. And really, the main benefit for that is just that you can use an FHA loan to make that purchase. So with an FHA loan, what that means is you can put down 3.5% for your down payment, and you can get started investing a lot sooner. So that's why I think house hacking is really beneficial, especially to people who are looking to kickstart their real estate investing, or if they just want to buy a property and have their mortgage payment subsidized by the tenants then, or their roommates. So basically with that 3.5% down payment for an FHA loan, let's use a real world example. Say you find a duplex and you're able to put it under contract for $200,000. 3.5% would mean that you would actually have to bring $7,000 for your down payment, plus your closing costs on top of that. So that's much more attainable than if you were to purchase a traditional investment property where you have to put down 20 or 25%. So 20 or 25%, just for comparison's sake, would be $40,000 or $50,000 plus your closing costs. So $7,000 versus $40,000 or $50,000 for your down payment, and you can see why you can get started so much sooner by using that FHA loan. But the more exciting part, I would say, for most people who are interested in house hacking is basically getting to live very cheaply, or sometimes even getting paid to live somewhere. So what I mean by that, let's use that same example, that $200,000 duplex with the 3.5% down and FHA loan, everything included, so your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, plus your mortgage insurance premium. So MIP, it's very similar to PMI, but it's essentially the equivalent for an FHA loan. You would probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of a $1,600 a month payment for your mortgage. So that duplex, depending on where you're at, but let's just call it, let's just say the market rent per side or per unit is going to be $1,200. Now, of course, you would be living in the one unit, so you wouldn't be getting the full $2,400. But basically, if you're renting out the one side for $1,200 a month and your monthly mortgage payment is $1,600 a month, then you're paying $400 to live somewhere. And I don't know if you are currently renting or if you've checked out or if you've heard of the rental market, but basically you can't find much for $400 to live anywhere. Actually, like you can't even, a lot of people's car payments are more than that. So, so that is the really exciting part for house hacking. Yes, you can get started sooner with that FHA loan with 3.5% down, but to live for a low cost, or if you're getting a triplex or a quad, oftentimes those numbers, they basically will cover your entire mortgage and then some. So say for a quadruplex, you're able to rent out each unit for $800 per unit then. With the 3 units being rented out at $800 a piece, you're bringing in $2,400 a month for your gross income, minus your $1,600 mortgage payment, and you're actually making $800, not including, vacancy, repairs, maintenance, or capital expenditure. But you would actually be getting paid to live somewhere. So that's the really cool part about house hacking. If you're interested in house hacking, or if you know of anybody who might be interested in house hacking, send them my way. I'd love to talk with you or with them about this in more detail, and hopefully we can go from there.